Alright, at least this time we're in horizontal. Man, I don't know if it's the phone or if it's just YouTube crap, but giving me fits. Alright, we gotta get the rooster. Here comes rooster. Dude. Settle down. You are not going to roost by the garbage can, buddy. Alright, these guys piled up again. Welcome in, Huntington. Yeah. At first it went vertical on me again for some stupid reason, so I just killed it right away. I can't stand vertical. Alright, buddy. Here, you coop up right here. There you go. Welcome in, Gregory. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, where'd the brood hen go? Nobody sitting on the eggs today? You got off? Yeah, I'm sure she'll be back on it in a little bit. She's been sitting on that clutch for quite a while now. The new Brahmas, we're going to have to put them away by hand again. Huntington says, I had trouble at a zoning hearing last week. Tried 8 times and each time it said my screen was locked on vertical. You just quit trying. I seen you go live, Huntington, and I went to your channel because the notifications stopped, but every time I went there, it was one after another was dying. I couldn't figure out why. Now I know. Yeah, when it first comes up, you got to make sure that auto rotates on your phone, and then you've got to hit the horizontal thing in the beginning where you flip the camera from forward view to rear view, and that doesn't always work either. This thing screwed up on me just a little while ago. Yesterday I was in vertical and I don't even know how I got in vertical. Hey, Howard County Observer, welcome in. You know, you guys have been out here for 2 days now. You should know how to coop up and not hang out outside. Come on, everybody go in. You little bird, no, stay in there. Come on, bird. Okay, go on in. Come on, if you guys start going in, the other ones will go. Come on, guys. Come on, guys, go. Come on, let's coop up. Everybody coop up. Come on. There you go. Alright, we finally got them in. Hey, Mama Cookie, welcome in. Thanks for dropping in. Hey, Chevy, welcome in. Thanks for dropping in. I think everything's cooped up now, except for the kennel here. We'll have to check it out. Howard says, what do you mean, Marie? Same place as usual, working, recording cops on occasion after work. I was pulled over the other day after cop watching. Oh. Why do you guys like to stay at the end of the kennel here? You are a weird batch of chickens. Anybody got their head stuck out tonight? Nope. Good. The raccoons are being active again. Oh, my cat disappeared. Let's see if I can find it. Howard County says cruise control on 30 miles per hour. Pulled over for doing 35. Oh. Huntington says, I'll check your channel when road's finished. I haven't received any notifications from your channel. Hey, Bouncer, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. See. Howard County says 3 cars in front of me pulling away slightly, yet I was pulled over. I say it was retaliation. Haven't published anything yet. Bouncer says I'm always around somewhere. Okay, no eggs in there. Where's my cat? There it is. Doing good, Howard County. Huntington says, Howard County, oh, sorry you were retaliated against. Thanks, Bouncer. What's up, chickens? I hear you, duck. It's so much quieter without the guinea hen. Howard County says, I just have to get the judge to understand. I'm definitely fighting it. My dash cam doesn't have speed, unfortunately. Bummer. Huntington says, Howard County, please send my best to Nunya. It's finally cooling down out here. Bouncer says, time to get the good dishes done. Good luck, Bouncer. That's the one thing I hate. Howard County says, done, Marie. Bouncer says, looks like the perfect dishwasher. It is. It takes care of paper plates real well, Bouncer. That's the only thing I really don't like, man, is clean up. Cooking utensils and eating utensils. I don't mind the cooking and all that, but I hate the cleanup. After all these years, Bouncer, the Jeep is going to roll on to the junkyard. I sent the escort there today. I'm also going to send the van that Dirty Dave stunk up to the scrapyard. It smells so bad in that thing. The only thing that would smell worse is if a human rotted inside it. Bouncer says, I think my silverware finds the trash can frequently. Bouncer, my first wife used to take and put dishes inside the damn totes, those plastic totes, and stash them so she didn't have to wash them. And we would lose dishes all the time. Forks, spoons, knives, dishes, you name it. I also found a bunch in in the burn pile one day. I yelled at the kids because I thought they were doing it. Little to my surprise, it wasn't them. Hey, Lee Sung, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Might as well get rid of that while I'm here. Huntington says, Bouncer, I've lost 2 vegetable peelers to the trash. And Bouncer says, the vegetable peeler graveyard. Sun seat. Yep. Creepy kitties. Bouncer says, okay, these dishes aren't going to wash themselves. There you go, Bouncer. Nothing happening here. It's the same old boring thing. And I've got everything pretty much cooped up. So I'm about ready to get out of here myself. Howard County says, my apologies for going on about my situation. Tell us more about what you have going on there on the homestead. Don't worry about it, Howard County. I mean, it's the same boring thing here every night, man. We can use all the chat input we can get. Same old story here, pretty much, Howard County. We got all the chickens locked up, so that part's done. We sent some vehicles to the scrapyard. We're gonna send some more. What else is going on here? Changing the pressure tank for the well. That's pretty much it. Gonna try some Coop refresher. Actually, supposed to be testing that out. It's supposed to be on its way here. And that's pretty much it. Got a lot done? Not really, Huntington. Not really. Hey, Nova. Welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, well, Ethan M. Cunningham is a tyrant police officer in Frankfort, Indiana. Awesome, Howard County. Indiana is very corrupt, man. I've been following the corruption there in Elkhart since the 70s. And then I followed a bunch of auditors that were down there that kind of disappeared, like Indy Blue got ratted out. Hey, Blind Straight, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. There's another guy I followed for years. He hasn't been real active the last 3 years. But, and I can see his face, but I can't pull his name out of my stupid brain. Nova says, I've been fighting flag fags all day. Right, Nova? I seen that. Indie News Now. He was called Indie Blue News, I believe. When good old Noman Nessio ratted him out. Blind says, yeah, fuck Indiana. Department of Transportation is very sneaky there. Yeah, when I went to town today, Blind, there was a Monticello cop sitting radaring across from Lodge Park. You never see the damn sheriffs, the Pike County sheriffs. You never see them radaring anywhere. They're too busy pursuing actual crime. And then you see the Monticello guys posted up everywhere, going for that traffic crap. I'm really curious to see how that authority camera is going to do in a little podunk town like this. Nova says, you should see my notifications. ScrewTubes is losing its damn mind. Yeah, it's been messed up, Nova. October's coming quick, man. Blind says, whatever happened to James Jacobson? The last thing I heard, Blind, was after his house burnt down, then he was in jail again, and that was the last thing I heard. He went to jail. I think he's out, but I'm not sure. He kind of really lost his shit after Kimmy died. Man, I cannot think of that other dude in Indiana. Nova says, tell me about it. I had 2 cars try to hit me directly in front of a Davenport Police Department. Stupid visor who was sitting on his ass wasting air conditioning. Blind says, yeah, Kimmy was from Davenport, Iowa. Nova says, so am I. Talking about Kimmy, man, I miss Vet Tech Kimmy. I think this is like 2 years now. Blind says, I know you are, Nova. Hiya, mate. Keep missing your lives. Hey, Richard, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Nova says, I kind of lost myself after Lynn died. And Richard's been a member for 56 months. Man, that's almost 5 years. That's a long time. Real long time. Blind says, I'm 40 miles from you, Nova. You gonna get your chicken coop together before winter, Blind? No? Damn. Grab a couple pallets and build a small little box for him. You're still working on the house? I get it. Take 2 hours, man, and rip a pallet apart. Make a little box for him. They'll be fine. Nova says, hard to believe it's been 4 years since Morbid passed. The 13th marks that anniversary. Yeah. 4 years? Doesn't seem like that long. Doesn't seem like it's been that long, but I guess it has. Blind says, I remember, Nova. Damn sad. Nova says, 4 years I've been without her. That's gotta suck, Nova. Richard says, this Sunday, UK, 8 p.m. The video of belly dancing was a VIP event. Oh, awesome, Richard. I thumbs up all your videos, but I only comment on a few of them. I'll definitely check it out. I'll leave a comment on that one. Howard says, just switch to all notifications on your channel, Nova. Seems I missed some videos. Blind Straight says, Morbid Angel. We've definitely lost a lot. Nova says, that's why I'm fighting as hard as I do. She would expect it from me. You're right, she would, dude. She definitely would. Blind says there's been tons of deaths. Yeah, there has, Blind. The other day I was talking to somebody, and I remembered when QT was here, and he smelled a bottle of skunk essence, took a big whiff, puked like 6 times in a row. It was funny shit. But he's not with us any longer. Richard says, videos coming up to vlog yet. Will be AnimeCon, rave with 35 years anniversary, both VIP memberships. Sweet, Richard. Nova says, Howard County Observer, I'm an anomaly. You'll never know when I upload. Nova says, rip, goat boy. Right? We lost Tim. We lost Chris Marcus, Perth Observer, Flying Monkey. God, there's been so many. So many. Yep, DPN, exactly. Nomad. Sarah. Oh yeah. One Hot Gal. Nova says all good people. Yep. Jenny says that was on Friends in Code when you were talking about QT. I knew it was somewhere, Jenny. I just couldn't remember where. Blind says, yep, One Hot Gal. Sarah passed exactly a week before Morbid Angel. I'm not good with dates or times. I can't tell you when anybody passed. I know my My sister passed last year. That's all I can tell you. Richard says, I did not walk Forest or London as crime got so bad. Now, like really bad. Tourists becoming victims. It's sad. Blind Straight says, Ozzy. Yeah, I don't count the celebrities. Howard says there was one day someone came into chat saying, rest in peace, Roadhog. That's why I came over asking questions. That was probably Dirty Dave. Dirty Dave, the bucket of crap thrower. Nova says, I just remember that because it was the last coherent conversation with Morbid. Got you, Nova. My memory's completely shot. Stuff I've done really good for a really long part of my life, I can't recall. Blind says Ozzy was a legend, not a celebrity. Well, he was both, Blind. Richard says, never fear, I'm filming things, safe areas, and yes, be special, don't worry. Nova says, King 9 is whom I saw posting that BS about Road. I almost lost it until I saw you commenting. Yeah, Dirty Dave, he's a special creature, man. Take care, Richard. Have a great night. We'll check your videos out here in the future. Thanks for dropping by. Dirty Dave's a special kind of stupid, Nova. He goes around telling people he's got a pass to say the N-word by Joe Cool. It's like the most stupidest crap you've ever heard in your life. Nova says we've known each other for a long time. That's why I freaked. I actually care about my friends. I got you, Nova. But old Dirty Dave, he's a special kind of stupid, man. Howard County says, just checking, but Dirty Dave and Dave Not Here aren't the same person, right? Please say no. Blind says, that one in Indiana, was he a bigger dude? He got arrested for a gun in a school zone. Yeah, that was Indy Blue, Blind Straight. Indy Blue got busted. He had the gun in his trunk because he turned around in a school lot. Yeah, he got ratted out on. Noman ratted him. Noman Nescio. As you notice how he disappeared from the YouTube streets. Blind says, oh yeah, Indy Blue. Yeah, a couple weeks before he got busted for that gun in the trunk, he called out Noman. Noman didn't like it, so. Jenny says, Freedom to Film is still Indiana and he's still active. Yeah, he is, Jenny. Howard says, serious question. I see Dave's Not Here on Steve Hartona's channel often. I think Dave's Not Here refers to the Cheech and Chong thing, you know, up in smoke where he goes, Dave's not here, man. Dave's not here. Blind says, has Lady died yet? I don't believe so, Blind. I don't believe so. You can do that if you want, Blind. I don't want any part of that old lady. She's still mad about comment I made like 3 years ago. It's hilarious. I've got some phone recordings of her that are just fantastic. Back when she was causing drama with Brody's fiance at the time, I think it was, something like that. She left this really nasty message on my voicemail. Jenny says, Dave's not here, man. Howard County says, I've been using Nicodemus versus the city of South Bend rather often. Sweet. Blind says, what about good old wrestler? Are you talking about Psycho Stu and Raja? The confrontation that just went on? Oh, the one in Texas? Oh, your buddy, Rick Crude. I don't know. He's probably out there getting weird still. Nova says, I filmed with Chuck a couple of times in Indiana. Yeah, good old Chuck Bronson. I can't remember. It's been Chuck Bronson for so long, I can't remember what he called himself. It was News something. I think it was News Now something. It was News something before he was Chuck Bronson, but I can't remember. Blind says, yeah. Howard County says, F2F seen Freedom to Film sounds like a really good person. Hey, Eggman, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Famously Unfamous. Yeah, it wasn't Famously Unfamous the one that was hanging with James Jacobson? Till James went crazy on him? And Leo Watcher. Howard County says, leave the ladies in chat alone. James. Nova says, I got to get better with the technical side. I'd greatly like to start streaming like Tank and I did back a few years ago. Unfortunately, we butted heads pretty badly on the last one. Yeah, Tank does that, but he gets over it. Blind says, I know Tommy Brown gave 2 Indian head pennies to James Jacobson. Howard County says, and yes. Howard County says, famously has moved out of Indiana. Noah says, I never was afraid to speak my mind. Awesome. Jenny Jones says, I think so. I guess I should go check one more time, make sure these stupid hatchlings actually stayed in the coop and didn't come back out to pile up out here. Blind says it's getting colder at night. Winter is upon us. Thank God, Blind. Nova says, I just couldn't handle the constant drinking anymore. It's on me. I just wanted sober conversations. I hear ya. Feels like winter just ended, says Howard County Observer. Eggman says 99 here today. Winter, I wish. I hear you, Eggman. Blind says, but Road, you'll have to deal with frozen pipes. I don't really have to deal with too many frozen pipes, Blind, actually. Huntington says, blind straight weather has been fall-like here in Adams County, Pennsylvania. Jenny says it's in the 40s here at night. Awesome, Jenny. Look, they have a perfectly good coop to go in, yet they're all pooled up outside in this one corner. Nova says, still love the guy like a brother. I hear ya. He doesn't go live very much at all anymore. Blind says, Bouncer has been finding awesome mushrooms. Yeah, he has. Man, he's got a beautiful grocery store there. I mean, he's got all the mushrooms and he's got deer. All right, everything is cooped up. Blind says Bouncer eats good. Yeah, no doubt, Blind. This damn tripod. It just takes off on its own. Howard says, I never did figure Nightbot controls out completely. Jenny, you seem to have it down. Yeah, Jenny's the master of Nightbot. She makes him her slave. Eggman says, add enough mushrooms and spam, it might be tolerable. No spam. I'll take the mushrooms, no spam though. Blind says, Jenny's the hammer. Spam cheesecake. That's disgusting, Blind. That is completely disgusting. Spam nachos. That's gross, Eggman. That's gross, too. I got a better idea. Let's talk about the authority camera. Anybody getting the authority camera? Huntington says, Road, apologies. I neglected to thank you earlier for the info on the issues with the horizontal live streams. I don't know if it helped you out or not, Huntington, but that's what I know. And like I said, it doesn't always work. I went live today with all the right settings, made sure my phone was in auto rotate, set it for the rear camera, put it in horizontal mode, went live, it came on in it was in vertical mode. So I killed that stream and deleted it, started another stream, did the same exact thing with this stream. When it fired up, the camera was facing me and I had to change it, and but it did go horizontal, so I was happy. Howard says, is that the one, the police record and No Name has been pushing? Yeah, Howard, that's it. That's the one. That thing's amazing. I don't know if you had time to check it out, but it's unbelievably cool, man. Jenny Jones says, Huntington Township watch video. July 10th, 2025 Board of Supervisors meeting. Huntington says, it's more info than I knew. Hopefully it helped you, Huntington. Yeah, Howard County. I'm really curious to see how that authority cam works out here in the sticks of nowhere. You know, since I'm in a little podunk town, and the only cops that can really get me are the Piatt County sheriffs, and they really pretty much just go after criminals. They don't set up for traffic or anything else. So, and so far I haven't seen one that's a bad officer. So, just wondering how it's going to work out. Howard County says, me too, road. Hopefully it doesn't fail that kickstart launch, because if it fails that, then we're all screwed. This tripod keeps taking a hike on me. Howard says, lucky you, tyrants are everywhere in my area. Yeah, they used to be where I used to live. When I lived, where I grew up in McHenry County, they were really, really bad. Then I moved to Boone County, and they were horrible too. And then came to Piatt County and actually got a break. I mean, in McHenry County, there was a cool cop. His name was Sexton. He had to go into witness protection because he ratted out all the other cops for doing fucking bad shit, man. Blind says, mosquitoes are fucking terrible. Got bit on my nutsack. Great, Blind. Just be glad it wasn't a tick. Jenny says, too much information. Eggman says, my county is 3,800 square miles. I hardly ever see a cop. I hear you, Eggman. We don't have a real big county, but they don't really mess with people. I mean, you know, they get a call about a feral dog running around. They'll call the local farmers and be like, hey, is that someone's dog? Yeah, it's so-and-so's. Oh, okay. You know, they don't call animal control and have animal control come and hassle the farmers or anything. I mean, it's not bad. Blind says, I live in a county seat. Cops are everywhere. You should definitely have an authority camera then, Blind. Know when they're coming for you. I'm not really impressed easily by technology, but that little piece of technology really impresses me. Blind says there are 36 county cops living in this one-horse town. Holy cow, Blind. Blind says scanners don't work. Yeah, I know. That's why you need an authority camera, Blind. It identifies the cops for you. I know police scanners don't work out here anymore because they went to that crap instead of just duck talk. Blind says they outphased them a month ago. They outlawed them. Most cops just went to that new frequency, Blind. Like out here, they're on a frequency that's totally away from it. What do I need? You need one of the authority cams, dude. Go check it out. Go to No Name Coder's channel or the police record on YouTube, or go to thepolicerecord.com. Check that out, man. It's phenomenal. No Name Coders. Right, Blind. No Name Coder is his YouTube thing. You can go there. You can go there. You can go to the Police Record. That's on YouTube too. Or you can go to thepolicerecord.com. Hey, Sunfish, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Eggman says, Sheriff's Department uses encrypted comms here. Yeah, that's what they're on here too, Eggman. Before, they used to have this crap. It's kind of like a CB, sideband. They had some crap. I don't know what the real name for it was. We called it duck talk. You could still do it, but you couldn't decipher it. And then they went to that total encrypted comm where you can't hear anything. There you go, Blind. There's some links for you. You can check them out. Hey, Sunfish, you got anything new going on? If everything works out this weekend, I'll have quail again, hopefully. We'll see if they come through or not. Sunfish says, I need to get rid of turkeys. Grown turkeys or little turkeys? Old school scanner days, you could get perp's name and serial numbers over the scanner. Yep, Eggman, I know. When I was growing up, my mom used to sit and listen to the scanner to make sure I wasn't going to jail. Sunfish says, teenagers, I have too many. Howard County says, Howard County is 294 square miles. Clinton County is 405 square miles. The numbers are odd because Howard has 3 times the population of Clinton. Strange, Howard County. We have up here we have a town called Clinton, and Clinton is the meth capital of Illinois. If you want meth, just go there, man. They got a rundown motel with a bunch of meth heads in there all selling meth. Sunfish says $40 a pop. Eggman says, Sunfish, I've got 15 turkeys, I'm good. That's too far away for me to get any, Sunfish. I don't think I'm going to roll to Texas for a turkey. But I do miss not having turkeys. And not having any to eat. Blind says, shit, meth is everywhere in Illinois. I think the cops are distributing it. I wouldn't doubt it, Blind. I've never seen a town as full of meth as Clinton. Literally, you can pull into that town and stop anywhere. A gas station, a fast food place, a motel, and you can see people all methed out, selling meth all over the place. Eggman says 40 is a good deal. Cost me 20 each as a day-old hatchling. Sunfish says meth is here too in Texas, but you already know who does that just by looking at them. I told Cunningham I had a little coke in a baggie in my glove box. He said if I thought there were drugs, I would get the dog out. All right, people, I hate to do this to you, but I have a guy who keeps calling my phone, and you can probably hear it ring. I don't know if you can or not, but it's going off like crazy in my Bluetooth. And he won't quit calling me while I'm live. Blind says, shit, method. Oh, okay, I read that. Read that. Read that. Blind says, like I said, I live in the county seat in this one-horse town of 2,300, methods everywhere. Blind says, yeah, it was loud. Yeah, I know, he keeps calling me and he won't stop. So, take care, everyone. Thanks for coming to the most boring live stream ever in YouTube today and in the future. And we'll probably see you guys tomorrow if you come around. After that bullshit of blowing up in your ears and stuff, you probably won't want to come back. All right, take care, all. Thanks for coming. Peace. I'm out of here.